The moment the bell rings out, a collective sigh of relief comes from everyone. Alright, so the title for this episode, or segment for that matter, is called Bon Voyage. So looks like this is the day when Lily is going to fly off to Scotland. So yeah, I think we're going to miss her, but I think she'll be back soon. So let's see how this is going to turn out. Much of the morning's been taken up by a droning lecture on stoichiometry, a topic entirely unbefitting of the insufferable heat permeating the classroom. And I don't even know what stoichiometry is, but I don't want to know. Anyway, I think it has to do with science, but knowing that attempting to teach anything more will be an exercise in futility, Otto gives up and begins clearing the teaching materials from his desk for the day. As meaningless banter starts filling the classroom, I notice Hanako getting up and coming to my desk. She's been a lot less withdrawn lately, something which gives me a small measure of satisfaction. And this is actually something interesting because in Hanako's route, we never really see Hanako being... Actually, Hanako was still pretty reserved in her route up until like midway through or something like that. But here she actually just like opens up as a normal friend like that. No, it's not like Hanako's route. But I guess Hanako's route is because of her embarrassment that she doesn't want to really get too close to anyone and that sort of thing. But here she's just like all friendly and all, but not really too close, you know, like in her route. Hello, Hisao? Hey, want to go pick up Lily then? It's close to the time when she'll need to get going if she's going to make the flight. About that? What? Did she just go off on her own? She said she might be held up a bit by her classmates. Held up a bit? Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Her class usually gets off a little earlier than ours, so Lily would normally have just come to our classroom. Her class must be sending her off. Well, never mind. We can wait outside her classroom for once, right? She gives a small giggle before nodding. The two of us taking our things and leaving for 3-2's classroom. Alright. When we reach our destination, I stop in idle amusement at the scene inside. One of the shorter girls from the class has Lily wrapped in an enthusiastic hug, her head no higher than Lily's chin. Her other friends, of which there are several, are gathered around her as well. Lily simply smiles kindly and hugs her back. I guess Lily must be pretty popular. Compared to Shizune's harsh but fair dictatorship of 3-3, Lily seems more like a mother figure for 3-2, to say nothing of her height and looks. Kenji's pointedly cool demeanor as he packs up his things at his seat in the back corner of the classroom is expected. Yeah, the weirdo. He's no doubt far from a fan of the fuss being made about Lily sleeping. Looking beside me and seeing Hanako following my gaze, I decide to finally enter the room. So we're back in the room for the first time in a while, since the common route, in her classroom that is. Afternoon, Lily. It's just me and Hanako. Hanako withers noticeably when exposed to the din being made around Lily. Try as she might, I doubt she'll ever completely get over social anxiety. Hello. Lily manages to work out our position reasonably well, her classmate detaching herself without a second word. A look of slight exasperation is written on Lily's face, though I can't say I blame her. Hello, Hisao, Hanako. Do we have much time before the flight leaves? I give a quick glance at my watch. Taking the trip to the airport into account, there's a good 10, maybe 15 minutes left while still allowing for contingencies. Wow, that's pretty quick. I didn't know it's that soon. Okay. Yeah, we still have a few minutes to kill. I wouldn't worry about missing it yet. But then again, I mean, if Hisao is really if Hisao really likes Lily, then he would go to the airport with her, right? I mean, in Hanako's route, you know, Hisao and Hanako didn't go to the airport with her, which is actually kind of strange because I thought they would at least like maybe send her off at the airport or something. Okay, but here, I would at the very least expect Hisao to send Lilly off. You know, if not with Hanako, at least him personally. But we'll see. Ah, is this Hanako? Uh-oh. I think we've just inadvertently become entangled in Lilly's social life. The girl is probably part of the legally blind faction of the class like Kenji. Even her almost window-pane-like spectacles. Her short, roughly cut hair gives her a look that fits her excitable expression. Hello. She takes Hanako's hand and pulls it up and down enthusiastically. I really don't get how girls can be so social to someone they only know as the friend of a friend. While Hanako exchanges nervous greetings, I look around the room for my short and overdressed next-door neighbor. Try as I might, he seems to have slipped out of the classroom without anyone noticing. For a moment, I tried to think of possible career paths that could reasonably benefit from this single skill, before putting my mind to more pertinent matters. No, don't even think, man. Maybe it could be a rocket scientist, you know, I don't know, a maniac, you know, be a be a mad scientist or what, I don't know. Lilly seems pleased, if somewhat guarded, about the enthusiasm Hanako suddenly excited from those around her. She might not see it, but Hanako's much less panicked about the affair than I had anticipated. Shuffling my way through the gaggle of classmates, I eventually managed to reach her. Don't worry, Hanako's fine. Thank you. I thought she might be overwhelmed by them. Don't worry, we'll be gentle. Both of us grimaced in unison. Probably not though. Hanako's nervous grin stays plastered on her face as another couple of girls moves in to meet her. It's kind of amazing that even just a month ago, she would never have been able to cope with a situation such as this. Even when I first met her, the two of us were completely alone. She sprinted from the library. Probably it's because of our friendship. Maybe then that's why that made Hanako gain more confidence in herself or something like that. Maybe. So, got everything you need? It's all packed. I just have to go by my room to pick it up on the way. And Hanako and I need to change. Oh, so you two are going to the airport after all. That means, are you going, Hisao? You had better. I guess you better get going then. Hanako? Hanako's head flicks up towards us in a flash, her face rather unmistakably appreciating the chance to extricate herself from the small group gathered around her. Coming. Alright, so we're at the airport. So we did go to the airport after all in Lilly's route, which is kind of strange. I'm not sure why in Hanako's route. Like, why didn't Hanako and Hisao go with Lilly to the airport? No, it's kind of strange, right? I mean, they are good friends, so why don't they see her off at the airport? You know, yeah. But at least Lilly's route, okay. Hanako and Hisao did go to the airport to see her off. So we get a first glimpse of this airport right here, and I think you guys should know what this sign here means. We just let's see. Turn on my cursor. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure you know what this sign means, right? It basically means no parking. So yeah. The long taxi ride to the airport is surprisingly pleasant, despite the three of us being rather squashed together to fit in the small backseat. On the other hand, maybe despite isn't the right word. Lilly pays the fare to the driver as we file out, Hanako's eyes flittering left and right. Thankfully, there aren't too many people around, most of them being inside the main building rather than milling around outside. There's Akira and oh my god, I forgot who this this guy is, yeah, it's not a guy, and this is, yes, the brother of Shizune. It isn't hard to spot Akira and Hideaki, that's right, leaning against the fence while talking to pass the time. A large black travel bag, complete with wheels and travel handle, leans against the fence alongside them. Hideaki is the first to notice us, pointing us out to Akira, who gives an over-enthusiastic wave. Hey! Hey! I grab Lilly's travel bag for her as we go to meet the two, earning a nod of appreciation. I've got my stuff here. You got yours? Plane ticket as well? Don't worry, I have everything. You? Yep, all ready to go. Not without some problems along the way, I might add. The snide remark has his head roughly dragged around by a very firmly clamped on we see a dark side of Akira right here. Haha, yeah, I kinda sorta forgot it was in my trousers pocket. Trousers that I would put in the wash. Oh no. Don't worry, don't worry. Did you know you can print out tickets if you order online nowadays? It's really cool. Yeah, technology nowadays, so convenient. Hideaki's pain expression says that this wasn't a solution found quickly. It could have been worse, I guess. We better start off then. Check-in should be ready by now. Yeah, you're right. Oh, she looks sad, Akira. There's a certain amount of wistfulness in both their voices. To say nothing of the people left behind, meeting their family again after all these years would be big for them. Yeah. Lilly. Hanako wraps Lilly in a gentle hug to say goodbye, one which is warmly reciprocated. Lilly and I share a brief hug afterwards, each of us saying our goodbyes. Beside us, Akira and Hideaki break off from a small hug and a word or two between them. It would probably look quite nice if not for the almost comical height difference between the two. Yeah, I mean, it's like Hideaki is like the shortest one of all. Lilly takes a hold of her sister's arm once all that needs to be said in farewells is said. The two walking past the huge glass doors. Or, I mean, I know Lilly will be back in like 2 or 3 weeks time, but still, I can't help but feel that I will miss her, you know. Maybe this is the time where Hisao will start to realize his feelings for Lilly, that, you know, there's the missing gap, like that when Lilly is missing, yeah, then Hisao will feel that missing gap in him, like there's something missing. Is it Lilly? You know, that's when he will realize his feelings for her, and probably by then, you know, feelings will develop. Of course, that all depends on the choices that I'm going to make, if there are any more choices to be made. So, bye Hisao, Hanako. See ya. Don't do anything stupid, shorty. We wave at them until they disappear from sight in the throng of people moving about inside. And then we're alone. Well, that's that. I turn to see Hideaki already beginning to walk off. See ya. He throws a hand into the air in a manner I would expect of Akira. In the end, it's just Hanako and me left standing outside. I wonder how she's going to take it. Maybe she'll take it with a strong heart or something. I rest my hand on her shoulder. She absent-mindedly gazes towards the front doors of the building, as if she might catch a glimpse of either of the two before they disappear. Don't worry, the time will pass fast. She hesitates for a moment, but eventually nods. With the scorching heat of the summer sun beaming down on us, we make our way to the nearby bus stop. It's strange, really. Just when I have begun to see Lilly differently, she leaves on what almost feels like a pilgrimage to the past. Yeah, I know, right? In a way though, that's just what I've been doing since coming to Yamaku. As much as I may reflect on everything that's happened to me, I really am hardly unique. Everyone has their own circumstances and separate paths to get where they are now. Yet I still can't really work out how I should proceed. My life may have practically been reset, and I still can't find anything that satisfactorily fills the hole I still feel in myself. Maybe Lilly's leaving will be a good thing for me. Without her to lean on, I'll need to do more for myself. I'll have to be there for Hanako as well. Yes. So that you can also be there for Lilly as well later when she comes back. It feels strange to have so much changing so quickly after my months in the hospital that seem to exist so separately from reality. But that's all the more reason for me to keep focused. I can't let any opportunity slip out of my fingers in my attempt to rebuild my life. Yeah, like I think I said this before, right? Very important phrase. This is a key lesson to be learned is you can't change. You want to change others, you have to change yourself first. Right? It's the same as if you want to take care of others, you have to be able to take care of yourself first. So yeah. And so we begin a new act, I suppose. Yeah. Act 3, present. Oh, okay, I see how the act's going to play out from here. So Act 2 was the past, Act 3 is the present, and Act 4 will be the future. Alright. Well, Act 2 was called past, but the thing is, I didn't really learn much about Lilly's past, to be honest. Except for the fact that, well, she was from a Scottish background, and we only know a bit like the fact that her aunt was sick right now, and they have not seen their family for a very long time really. But other than that, do we really learn a lot about Lilly's past? Not that we know of, right? And we didn't even know about Lilly's childhood either, even though the start of Lilly's route, right, in Act 2, you know, the title screen of Act 2 past, that it shows the picture of a girl, which presumably is Lilly, younger, but we didn't really get a glimpse of that either. So I'm not sure about that Act 2, to be honest. Maybe it's kind of incomplete or something, because we didn't really learn much about Lilly's past. So hopefully we'll learn more maybe in this Act 3, which is titled present. So, well, let's officially start Act 3, shall we? I rest my chin on my hand as I absent-mindedly look out the window. Yet another of Moto's lectures droning on and on as if it were endless. Oh yeah, and in case y'all forgot, by this time Lilly's already in Scotland, so she's not here in Japan, in the story. The summer sky is almost alluring in its bright cerulean splendor. Only the odd passing cloud breaks up the deep blue expanse. This feeling of longing is probably the outdoor side of me yearning to escape. Nakai, could you understand this? That side of me is lost to the past now though. In that case, I think it would use the in suffix. Correct. Moving on, the suffix for is my attention towards Moto's lips once again, as Spot Misha giving me an enthusiastic thumbs up and not at her to settle her down. It's been a handful of days since Lilly left for Scotland, days which have passed relatively peacefully. Life largely continued as usual, in contrast to what I had expected, for thoughts of her having danced around on the edge of my mind since she left, present events might manage to subdue them. At least for the time being. Well, soon enough you're gonna miss Lilly. I'm betting on it. So I find myself idly chatting with Hanako, as usual, when lunchtime finally rolls by. Are the later ones in the series good as well? You mean books? Not really. You're probably best off just sticking to the original. His later books didn't live up to it, other than maybe God Emperor. God Emperor? What kind of book is that under? Thanks. I wasn't really sure if... As Hanako steps to the side, I see Shizune stride up in her typically business-like manner, flanked by her ever-present bright-haired shadow. Okay, you call her shadow, alright. Try as I might, I can't read any hint of their intent from their faces. Shizune's poker face and Misha's seemingly boundless cheerfulness are a devilish combination. Morning, Shizune, Misha. Hi. I accentuate the greeting with a nod to Shizune in order to get the point across. She promptly and curtly returns the gesture to both of us. It's been a long while since I've really talked to either of them. For a while I thought they might be avoiding me, but I eventually came to the conclusion that Shizune really isn't the type to do so. Okay, so you can say hello, what?
Morning! Shi-chan says that Muto wants to see you sometime.
Muto? Because of this statement, my face contorts as if I had just eaten spoiled food, giving Misha no end of amusement.
I never think you were in trouble, Hi-chan.
Okay.
You may not be aware of it, but you have the least to worry about out of anyone in the class.
What an unexpected vote of confidence. Even Hanako nods hesitantly to affirm the point. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. There was something I wanted to ask you though.
And what might that be, Hi-chan?
I have a feeling this won't go over well, but here goes. Is there any reason why you and Lilly don't get along? It seems like even a little civility would help you both in your duties. Here we go. We're entering territorial disaster right here. I think hot feud right here. Shizune's cold stare after Misha happily signs the words stops me in my tracks. In hindsight, I really could have worded that better. Hanako's backtracking. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm sure I see Hanako move back. Just a little. Thankfully, Shizune notices this and lets her temper dissipate as she forcefully runs her hand through her hair to let off steam. Perfectly on cue, Misha begins interpreting the second Shizune's arms begin to move. Okay.
I would say that such matters are irrelevant to you, but since you seem to have befriended Lilly...
Yeah, I have the right to know, because I'm going to date Lilly. She pauses to adjust her glasses, evidently attempting to articulate a point in the best possible manner. Okay, so let's see what's up with the both of them.
While I assume the same of her, I cannot call my own views on the matter unbiased. Suffice to say, we were closer before than we are now.
Shizune makes a quick gesture to Misha to stop her from interpreting, then has a quick meeting with her before proceeding. The fact that the two can communicate so easily yet so secretly right in front of us is slightly disconcerting. Hanako seems to share my curiosity at the proceedings, looking on with thinly masked interest. As they finish their opaque conversation, Misha looks slightly deflated. I guess her opinion on the matter wasn't followed.
She just says you should ask Lilly about it, and she doesn't want to be the one that gets you involved.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Ah well, I'll just have to ask her after she gets back. At least I got some information out of Shizune. The two having been on close terms means that they weren't always at each other's throats, or at least not quite to this extent. I understand. Thanks anyway. With a nod and a farewell, the two break away and walk out the door, no doubt headed straight for the student council room. Could have gone worse, I suppose. Hanako lets out a long breath, relieved at the confrontation's resolution. I can't say I blame her.
I'll see you later, then.
Yeah, I'll meet you in the tea room. See ya. With that, she waves and joins the trickle of students leaving the classroom. Nakai, could I speak with you for a moment? Delivered in his typical monotone manner. He apparently decided that I need a reminder to see him already. Okay, sure. Eventually I finish packing up my things. By the time I reach his desk, the classroom is close to empty. Yes sir, are you gonna ask me about my future? He looks up, taking measure of my face before giving an awkward, rather obviously acted chuckle. No need to feel guilty, you're not in any trouble. I just want to ask you something I've asked a few of the other students so far. That's something at least. For a moment, I thought my maxim of keeping my head down and pen up had failed me. So, what did you want to talk about? To start with, what do you think of your progress in this class so far? Good? Bad? I'll say it's good. I detest that kind of question. For a fair amount of time, I tried to think of a response that is neither pathetically humble nor cocky. I'll say I'm doing okay. The work doesn't seem too hard, and I'm doing better on tests than I thought I was. That's a good answer. A correct one too. I give a mental sigh of relief and dissatisfaction. To say that I don't gain a little pride from his comment would be a blatant lie. In the maelstrom of thoughts clouding my mind after learning that I would be transferring to Yamaku, my school grades seemed utterly unimportant. Being entirely clueless as to what skill level would be assumed of me. Once I actually got here, I was hugely relieved when I found out that I understood well enough the schoolwork we would be doing. I know your circumstances might have thrown a wrench in the works, but have you given any thought to your future? Yeah, we're talking about the future again. My future? What would you like to do as a profession? Do you have any thoughts of where you like to be in 10 or 20 years' time? I wouldn't be surprised if you covered this ground in your previous school, but I don't have any record of it if you have. I suppose the last year of high school is the time when students need to be thinking about such things. To be honest, I haven't really lent much thought compared to my immediate situation. Catching on to my thinking, Muto speaks up. It's okay if you haven't decided on anything specific yet. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of your classmates were still undecided. After all, maybe pursue one of your talents? He's rather obviously trying to squeeze an answer out of me, and something about his previous wording makes me suspicious. He didn't seem to be intent on asking everybody like this, so he must have some kind of selection criteria. At a guess, our grades in his class. About science, you know. Well, something in science might be the path of least resistance. His face brightens, no doubt pleased at the top of a prized student following his subject as a career path. Good! Having a general idea is the first step. However, I should think on it though. I will. Things are kinda settling down, which will help. Good to hear. Oh, and I've noticed that Ikezawa's attendance and grades have improved since you came to be friends. I would like to thank you for that. I guess Ikezawa is Hanako? I'm surprised you noticed we knew each other. He gives a chuckle as awkward as his smile. This guy really has no idea how to properly act around others. Every facial movement seems like an act of careful but misdirected choreography. You could say that having a general idea of who knows whom is part of the teacher's job. Catching himself before he goes off on a tangent, he loudly coughs into his hand. I'm sure you have things to do though, so I'll stop here. Please do think about where you're headed from here, as you don't have long to go before you finish high school. I will. Thanks. The brief talk ended. I take my leave. He goes back to fussing with the teaching materials on his desk. This is one of the times I'm envious of Lilly, almost maddeningly so. To have one's future so clear and so assured, yet working towards it from such a young age. Oh yeah, I think I remember Lilly saying that she wanted to be a teacher, right? Yeah, I really got a goal in mind, no? It's an idea so utterly irreconcilable with my own thoughts, mired in the present day, just as they've always been. Oh well, it's kind of a short one. So we're continuing. Walking through the lobby to the cafeteria, I silently rue my daily routine having been completely thrown off. It had seemed like a normal day. I arrived in class before most, due to waking early and having become quite adept at chucking down my pills without choking as I get ready for the day. But as students trickled in, one never materialized. Hanako. Oh, could it be because of her birthday? Yeah. Must be it. I step inside, my eyes scanning the expanse of the cafeteria in search of a suitable place to take a seat. It's a task made more difficult by the groups of students moving around and busily talking. Okay, what's wrong, Hisao? A hand pounds my back, hard a couple of times, severely winding me. I couldn't care less about the culprit as I focused my thoughts on my chest in a near automatic reaction. Yeah, because it kind of surprised him, shocked him, so the first thing must think, my heart, is it okay? My hand instinctively tightens on my breast, and I start going through the steps I rehearse in my mind every other day. Breathe steadily, in and out. With a measure of relief, I can slowly feel my chest becoming less tense. By the time I look back up, my face is covered in sweat from the experience. It's you, stupid. Fancy meeting you here, huh? Hey, man. Are you okay? God damn it! Don't do that, you idiot! He retreats back, an expression of unease written on his face. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have barked at him, considering he had no way to know. I give a sigh and write myself with some difficulty. Sorry, I just have some chest problems. Sharp knocks aren't good. It seems strange to see him so upset. The fact that I can't do anything about it irritates me. Let's get lunch. Okay, it's good to have some company for once. We start off to the serving line. One good thing is that Kenji and I can make small talk nowadays, as opposed to my only interaction with him being anti-feminist lectures. Yeah. And for the first time, I think we don't have the background music for Kenji, so seems like it'd be hard to find an empty table. There's a few people I wouldn't mind sitting with. Nobody's like you though. I feel a shiver run through my spine. Clarify that now. Who is a few people? They don't listen. Their minds are closed. There we go, that's the music. It's the media, man. The goddamn brainwashing mainstream female fascist media. What the hell? Why do you even lump fascism in? Crap. He takes a breath, and I savor a second of silence. Damn, they control everything. Everything but you and me. I relax a little while we grab our food and drink. So, where you got for me? What? Nothing? Huh? Come on, you've been hanging around Sato and the other chick for ages now. Rumors are all over my class, and probably some of the others too. Eavesdropping isn't a good habit. Let me guess, you never do it? Not even when you're bored? Really? Well, fine. Point taken. Both of us stopped to have some soup laden into a couple of small bowls and placed onto our trays. The concoction that lands into the bowl looks pretty questionable, but at least it smells reasonably good. Okay, as we take our seats at a miraculously free table, I try to think of something that will actually interest him at all. I hope I can come up with an acceptable topic. Well, there's no other topic that interests Kenji other than feminism, anti-feminism, which is very dumb. I found an answer to that question you asked a couple of weeks back. Where Lilly's non-Japanese half comes from, that is. Good man. It's Russia, right? Totally Russia. No link there. Scotland. He's visibly stopped in his tracks. Scotland? Yeah, that was my reaction too. She can speak English fluently and everything. Damn it! Do you realize what that means? How terrifying this news is to me? What? What's up with Scotland? I think he's hyperventilating. Passing out for a little while would probably make him more relaxed than he normally is. Well... This is something you don't get every day. So we have the second choice of Lilly's route to make, whether to ignore his insane ramblings or humor him. Well, this is about Lilly, right? So the thing is, if you want to learn, what Kenji thinks of Lilly, I think it would be good to actually humor him, even though,
well, I don't really want to listen to Kenji and his nonsense. But if it's regarding Lilly, I think it will be interesting to, you know, humor him, you know. Yeah, let me see what he's trying to, you know, say. So maybe just humor him, go along with him, or something like that. Or let me think, should I actually ignore his insane ramblings? Passing up for, let me think. This one may be kind of tricky because I know it definitely involves Lilly, but if I want to know more about Lilly, I think the best option would be to actually to humor him so that we can get to know, you know, what he thinks of Lilly, you know, which could be important, you know. Yeah, then we can at least learn some new things, you know. Yeah. So let me see. Maybe I should humor him. Let's go. I'm going to give this a shot. I have no idea what it means. Enlighten me, because if it's regarding Lilly, I would like to learn more.
I just lost 1,000 yen, man. 1,000 yen. Damn, this is the worst day ever.
Okay, and what does that have to do with Lilly? You cheat my feelings? You're kidding me. You made a bet about her nationality. What?
One of this in my class was bugging me about it. I gave him some of my wisdom, and he had the audacity to say my logic was wrong.
So what do you think?
Germany or something? It doesn't matter. What matters is my 1,000 yen.
It's all about money for you, huh, Kenji?
Damn! This thing ruined her. What bitch!
Oh no, that's no way to score a girl, you freaking Kenji. He looks utterly devastated as he wolfs down several clumps of his soggy, soy-soaked rice. He only takes a few mouthfuls before he pokes his chopsticks at me, stabbing the air repeatedly in revelation.
Why?
Rude! Didn't your mother ever tell you not to speak with your mouth full? He gives me a dirty look before choking down the rest of the food left in his mouth and taking a gulp of juice. It's rather unsightly. Ew. Remembering my own food sitting in front of me, I decide to get a task of eating the cafeteria food over and done with as fast as possible. The sooner I do so, the sooner the experience will be over.
So as I was saying, why would anyone want to live in that place anyway? I mean, what's there to see? Grassy plains, that's it! Lots and lots of grassy plains.
Well, the sceneries, you should at least appreciate nature, you know.
A man killed.
I'm not sure which is worse, this food or his worldview. I can feel my face being dragged down by that combined weight. Not that you notice or care. It's not that bad. Why do you care about her so much anyway? She's just your class representative after all. He gives a malevolent chuckle. Were this anyone but Kenji, I would feel uneasy at how he sounds.
Finally found the chi in the family's legion's robe armor. It took a while, but I'm confident that this is going to be how we can bring down the whole system.
What? In Lilly? So you're telling me that by bringing down Lilly, you will bring down the family's legion? What?
I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I tune out his rambling for a moment as I finish my rice and start on the unappetizing soup. One taste is enough to confirm that it's cold. Ready as I'll ever be.
I confirm that Lilly is the mafia.
Okay, sure. What?
Alright, stay with me once again here. Now describe the scene.
I wish I could do otherwise.
Lilly's there, walking down the street after school.
You're not stalking her, are you?
No! Damn man, I don't have some sense of self-preservation.
But not dignity, or morals, or social standards, or, you know, or principles.
Anyway, as I was saying, this car pulls up next to her, and guess who steps out? A man in a pinstripe suit. Waves her in, then the two leave just like that. I tell you man, she's under protection. Under protection!
Well, there's something called being a rich girl, and I think that man in a pinstripe suit, I don't think that's a man. I think that's actually Akira. a matter. Oh, I can see where this is going now. It takes effort not to sigh in exasperation. Let me guess. This man was about average height, has a slightly slender build, had blonde hair, forehead, and smiled a lot. She looks positively stunned. I take advantage of the moment of quiet to quickly gulp a mouthful of cold soup.
You seem to be more observant than I thought. Yes, I have chosen well.
Yes, except that you got it all wrong. He giggles a little, nods to himself, so dramatically that it looks comical. I can't tell whether that's intentional or not. That fact makes me frown.
This has important ramifications, you know? If she really is connected to people like them, and we're smart about what we do with this information, we could turn this into our greatest weapon against the student council.
I don't know about that. Once he starts rambling into conspiracy territory, my juice suddenly becomes of much more importance, yes. Only half listening to his pontifications, my mind drifts to the matter of Lilly and her antipathy for Shizune. The past between them is steadily becoming more coherent, but I'm not even sure if I should be learning of her past this way. Indeed, even if I do work out what went on, it really doesn't seem like my business to go and interfere. Well, it's good to know in advance, but I think it's also best that you ask Lilly directly. So at least you know something in advance, and then you just ask Lilly to confirm things with her. No, damn, not having Lilly around is making my thoughts wander. I'm noticeably more bored and sullen without her company, and the same goes for Hanako. All we do during lunch anymore is eat and play chess. See, now he's starting to miss Lilly, oh yeah. Come to think of it, I need to go check on Hanako after school too. Considering her much improved attendance, I'm guessing she's come down with something. Actually, like I said, it has to do with her birthday and all that. Ho, Nakai! I stop as I'm about to leave the classroom, turning on the ball of my heel to meet Muto. He's holding out to me a couple of the worksheets we had worked on during the day with his long, lanky arm. Would you mind giving this to Kizawa? I'll normally ask one of the girls to do it, but I assume you'll be checking on her. Hanako, sure. For a moment, I briefly considered the possibility of that being more than an innocent prediction. I quickly discard the idea though, as it's hard to think of him acting in such a Machiavellian way, whatever that word is, but I guess it's something to do with chivalrous or something like that. It's not in his nature. Sure, no problem. Walking up the hallway of the girls' dormitory, several ideas of why Hanako's been absent float around my mind. The most obvious of them is just a simple cool, but what he doesn't know is that it has to do with Hanako's birthday, so that's it, she may not even be sick at all. It's been almost a week since Lee left, and despite her at least appearing to be normal, I've suspected she's somewhat more insecure about it than she's letting on. But there's her door. Eventually I come to Hanako's dormitory room, its simple brown door separating us. Her room's position next to Lilly's is extremely convenient, and probably a large contributor to their meeting in the first place. Grimacing slightly at the prospect of her being sick, I wrap my knuckles on the door. Silence. I listen intently for any sound of shuffling coming from inside, but I can't hear a thing. I knock on the door again, slightly harder. Still no answer. How strange. Oh, a door opens behind me. A freckled and somewhat scrawny underclassman I don't recognize comes out and is briefly taken off guard by my presence. Hi. Wow. Immediately you get another choice. Serious. This is pretty fast. 2 choices in 1 route. Well, I guess this is actually kind of obvious. I mean, of course I want to ask about Hanako. Why would I want to keep it to myself? And asking about Hanako will directly influence whether I'll get along with Lilly, showing that, I care, So of course I'm gonna ask about Hanako. Actually, this may be a rather fortuitous meeting. Hey, Excuse me, do you know if Hanako's coming out of her room today or not? She doesn't seem to be answering.
Ishikawa is Ishikawa. Her not answering the door is totally normal. The tall foreign girl's the only reason she ever talked to after all.
She gives a shrug before walking off down the hallway, having much more important matters to attend to than Hanako or me. But doesn't Hanako treat Hisao as like a good friend just like Lilly? Unless that is only the case if you're in Hanako's room. I don't know. Her dismissive attitude annoys me. Yeah, like she doesn't give a damn. Hanako must have a reputation as a hermit. A reputation that doesn't seem outright undeserved. At least in the time before we had met. So try knocking it in. Yeah, scratching my head. I make one last attempt at getting Hanako to answer as I knock on the door one final time. Hanako, it's just me. Muto said to give you some stuff. For a while, the attempt seems just as unsuccessful as the last. Just before I slip the sheets under her door though, I can hear the handle rattling. Oh, there we go. And she's in her pajamas. As the door opens halfway, I do my best to look Hanako over as quickly as possible. It's a task made somewhat more difficult by her oversized gown hiding so much of her body. And now you see, there's a difference between knocking on Hanako's door in Lee's room and knocking on her door in Hanako's room. Because when we knock on her door in Hanako's room, we actually get a frontal view of her door, of the door of her room, right? Yeah, but here we only get a side view, a perspective view. So yeah. But I guess that front view is exclusive to Hanako's room because Hanako. So she doesn't look sick, or at least not immediately so. To be honest, I would have preferred that to an expression right now. Yeah, but what he doesn't know is he has to do with her past. So yeah, you only know once you go into Hanako's room. Hi Hanako. Muto wanted me to give you this since you were in class today. I hold out the loose sheets, which she tentatively takes in her hands. The way she moves is weird, devoid of thought, as if she's some kind of mechanical automation rather than a living being. Are you okay? If you're feeling sick or anything, I could get the nurse. Oh, this kind of sounds a bit deja vu, except the only difference is the perspective. It feels almost pitiful to put on such a routine get well soon act. I can't think of anything else I could possibly do for her though. Oh, she seems to collect herself a little at the notion, but only a little. I'm fine. Okay. Oh, and alright. An awkward silence follows, eventually ended by her nodding solemnly in farewell and closing the door. The entire experience feels surreal. More than a little put off, I wander back to my room and hope that she'll be better by tomorrow, despite not knowing exactly what's wrong with her. Alright, so we come to the end of the episode.